The generation gap is a term used to describe the differences in attitudes, values, behaviors, and lifestyles between individuals of different age groups, particularly between younger and older generations. This phenomenon has existed for centuries, as each generation grows up in a unique socio-cultural, economic, and technological environment that shapes its worldview. However, in the modern era, the generation gap has become more pronounced due to rapid advancements in technology, globalization, and societal changes. These differences often lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and a lack of communication between generations, but they also provide opportunities for mutual learning and growth. This essay explores the causes, manifestations, impacts, and potential solutions to bridge the generation gap, emphasizing its relevance in today's interconnected world. One of the primary causes of the generation gap is the rapid pace of technological advancement. Older generations, such as baby boomers, born 1946 to 1964, and Generation X, born 1965 to 1980, grew up in an era where technology was limited to landline telephones, analog televisions, and early personal computers. In contrast, millennials born 1981 to 1996, and Generation Z, born 1997 to 2012, have been immersed in the digital age, with access to smartphones, social media, and artificial intelligence from a young age. This technological divide influences how each generation communicates, works, and accesses information. For instance, older generations may prefer face-to-face interactions or written letters, while younger generations rely heavily on instant messaging and social media platforms. This discrepancy can lead to frustration, as older individuals may perceive younger ones as overly dependent on technology, while younger people may view their elders as resistant to change. Another significant factor contributing to the generation gap is the difference in societal values and norms. Each generation is shaped by the historical and cultural context of its time. For example, baby boomers grew up during a period of post-World War II economic prosperity, civil rights movements, and traditional family structures, which instilled values of hard work, loyalty, and respect for authority. Generation X witnessed the rise of dual-income households, latchkey parenting, and economic uncertainty, fostering independence and skepticism toward institutions. Millennials, on the other hand, came of age during the 2008 financial crisis, prioritizing flexibility, work-life balance, and social justice. Generation Z, shaped by climate change concerns and global connectivity, emphasizes inclusivity, mental health, and environmental sustainability. These differing priorities often lead to clashes, such as when older generations criticize younger ones for being entitled, or when younger generations accuse their elders of being out of touch with modern issues. Economic conditions also play a crucial role in widening the generation gap. Older generations often benefited from stable job markets, affordable housing, and accessible education, which allowed them to achieve financial security relatively early in life. In contrast, younger generations face challenges such as rising student debt, precarious gig economies, and skyrocketing housing costs. These economic disparities create tension, as older generations may perceive younger ones as lacking ambition, while younger individuals feel that their elders fail to understand the systemic barriers they face. For example, the notion of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps may resonate with baby boomers but feel unrealistic to millennials and Gen Z, who navigate a vastly different economic landscape. The generation gap manifests in various aspects of daily life, including communication styles, workplace dynamics, and family relationships. In communication, older generations may value formal language and direct interactions, while younger generations embrace informal, emoji-laden texts and slang. This can lead to misunderstandings, as a grandparent might find a teenager's text message cryptic, while the teenager might view a lengthy phone call as inefficient. In the workplace, generational differences are evident in attitudes toward work. Baby boomers and Gen X may prioritize long hours and loyalty to a single employer, whereas millennials and Gen Z value flexibility, remote work, and purpose-driven careers. These differing expectations can create friction, with older managers viewing younger employees as disloyal and younger workers perceiving older colleagues as rigid. Family dynamics are another arena where the generation gap is evident. Parents and children often struggle to understand each other's perspectives due to differing life experiences. For instance, a baby boomer parent might emphasize traditional career paths, such as medicine or law, while their Gen Z child might aspire to be a content creator or entrepreneur. Similarly, generational differences in views on marriage, gender roles, and mental health can strain family relationships. Older generations may dismiss mental health concerns as a lack of resilience, while younger generations advocate for therapy and self-care, leading to disagreements about how to address personal challenges. The impacts of the generation gap are both positive and negative. On the negative side, it can lead to stereotyping, prejudice, and division. Older generations may label younger ones as lazy or self-absorbed, while younger generations may dismiss their elders as irrelevant or conservative. These stereotypes can hinder collaboration and mutual understanding, perpetuating a cycle of mistrust. In extreme cases, the generation gap can contribute to societal polarization, as different age groups align with opposing political or cultural ideologies. However, the generation gap also has positive aspects. It encourages innovation, as younger generations introduce new ideas and technologies, while older generations provide wisdom and historical perspective. This interplay can lead to progress, as each generation learns from the other's strengths. Bridging the generation gap requires effort from both sides, rooted in empathy, open communication, and mutual respect. One effective strategy is fostering intergenerational dialogue. Families, workplaces, and communities can create spaces where individuals of different ages share their experiences and perspectives. For example, mentorship programs in workplaces allow older employees to share their expertise while learning about new technologies from younger colleagues. Similarly, community initiatives, such as intergenerational volunteering, can bring people together to work toward common goals. Education also plays a vital role in bridging the gap. Older generations can benefit from learning about digital tools and modern social issues, while younger generations can gain insight from studying historical events and traditional values. Another approach to narrowing the generation gap is promoting adaptability. Older generations can embrace change by exploring new technologies and being open to evolving societal norms. For instance, a grandparent might join a social media platform to connect with their grandchildren or attend a workshop on climate change to understand Gen Z's concerns. Conversely, younger generations can show patience and appreciation for the traditions and experiences of their elders. By meeting in the middle, both groups can build stronger relationships and reduce misunderstandings. Media and technology can also play a role in bridging the generation gap. Television shows, movies, and online content that depict intergenerational relationships in a positive light can challenge stereotypes and encourage empathy. Social media platforms can facilitate connections across generations by allowing users to share stories and experiences. For example, a viral video of a grandparent learning to use TikTok with their grandchild can inspire others to engage with different age groups. Additionally, technology companies can design user-friendly tools that cater to all age groups, ensuring that digital platforms are accessible to both tech-savvy youths and less experienced seniors. In conclusion, the generation gap is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon driven by technological, societal, and economic differences. While it can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts, it also presents opportunities for growth, innovation, and mutual learning. By fostering open communication, promoting adaptability, and leveraging media and technology, individuals and communities can bridge the gap and build stronger intergenerational relationships. In an increasingly diverse and interconnected world, understanding and appreciating the perspectives of different generations is essential for creating a harmonious and progressive society. The generation gap, when approached with empathy and curiosity, can transform from a source of division into a catalyst for collaboration and positive change. Subscribe for more updates.